What's up, everyone? It's Matt. I'm doing music reviews, trying to do different introductions because my brain is going crazy. Yeah! Today we are checking out this band called Fit For An Autopsy with their latest album, The Nothing That Is. Fit For An Autopsy is a deathcore band that's been around since about 2008, and they are based out of Jersey City, New Jersey, if I'm correct. And they are one of the biggest deathcore bands that have consistently come and kind of gone away in a sense. They've had a lot of member changes over the course of the band's history. While probably the most consistent is the guitarist and producer Will Putney. It's like his brain project, and he's had a lot of people come and go, and a lot of people have stayed. It's been a very up and down band, and they've released, I think, about 6 albums, and this is like their seventh one. And like I said, they're a big deathcore band. They have the big chugging riffs, the huge breakdowns, and with this album, they seem to kind of, I want to say, change their style up a little bit. And in a way, it kind of works and it kind of doesn't. The biggest and the best thing about this album is the opening track, Hostage, because it really kicks the album off and helps to set a really high bar for the rest of the album. And I gotta say, the rest of the album kind of struggles to match the energy and the overall performance of the song Hostage. I guess you can say that, the song Hostage holds the rest of this album hostage with its very fresh layers of nuance and blending their style of heaviness with a sense of emotional depth. Like, they really create something kind of special with this one. The clean vocals paired with the massive riffs it adds a nice somber and haunting atmosphere, and the smooth transition between the heavy and slow parts really gives the song a very compelling and dynamic sound. So I want to play a clip of Hostage for you so you can get a sense of that atmosphere they're building with this particular song. Just that clean vocal part, ooh, chilling. And the song might be relatively like a really simple song in terms of structure and overall presentation. I really like that the drums add a nice flair to it, the way he's playing it, like on the, I guess, the tom heads, especially on the cymbals. He's just adding some nice touches to make the song seem a little bit more unique and help it stand out. After Hostage, the band is still able to maintain a very heavy and emotional charged sound, but for some reason, none of the other following tracks can really hit the same mark as Hostage. One element of the band that really consistently impressed me was the drumming. It's very tight and diverse and has some really good standout moments in songs like Savior of None, Ashes of All, Weaker Wolves, The Lust for a Severed Head, where the use of the cymbals and intense kick drum really adds some complexity and keeps the, I guess, overall narrative in songs feeling very fresh. And I want to play a clip of Savior of None so you can get a sense of those cool cymbal taps he does and just overall drumming style. Those little taps just add so much to the songs. The riffs on this album are generally pretty solid, like on the songs Hostage, Lurch, and Red Horizon, delivering some really dense and heavy moments. However, some riffs, especially on the song The Nothing That Is and Lower Purpose, they kind of feel somewhat generic and lacked any distinctiveness needed to make them truly stand out, I think, or even be memorable. I'll play a clip of Lower Purpose so you get a sense of the generic riffs they have here. I mean, it's a heavy song, but like it's just okay with just how everything sounds. Production-wise, sounds good, but just doesn't seem that memorable. Also, the bass kind of feels a little underwhelming because most of the album I don't really hear it or feel it except for on the songs Lurch and Red Horizon. Those are like where the bass kind of stands out the best. The clean vocals invoke a very sad and melancholy atmosphere, especially on the songs Hostage, Lurch, and The Silver Sun. Unfortunately, those moments are very far and few between on this album, and those are where, like, I guess the vocals really shine throughout this album. The heavy vocals seem to do a better job of delivering some good vocal fries and some deep gutturals that, they stand out pretty good and have some good variety throughout the album. While the song arrangements on this album are generally good, there's a sense of predictability as you listen to the album and get like halfway through it. So it kind of gets less exciting as you listen to the album as it goes along. I was surprised that there was a few moments where the band channels some other influences or sound like other bands in a cool way, like the Black Dahlia Murder and Kublai Khan. Those sections of their song sound kind of fresh and engaging. Overall, the album is solid, but the experimentation with the clean vocals and more emotionally charged songs shows more potential for Fit For An Autopsy to evolve into something even more compelling in the future. But all the heavy stuff that they do here is kind of predictable and nothing too impressive. So it's a weird like imbalance, and just at times it can be just okay to, all right. Like there's nothing really wowing here a lot of the time, I feel. So I would say this new album from Fit For an Autopsy, The Nothing That Is a good and solid 7.5 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this album and give me some recommendations. Always happy to check stuff out. Until next time, guys, I am Matt from Diazwell, and see you in the pit. Good things.